Hey guys, so today we have one of my favorite videos to film every month, my empties. These are my April empties, as you can see. The bin is not as full as it normally is. We have a bit of a smaller empties roundup this month, but nonetheless, I have some good products in here. So let's go ahead and dig in. All right, so as always, I like to divide my empties into 3 categories. We have Holy Grails, or just products I really liked and would definitely consider repurchasing. Then we have a category of sort of meh products, like they were fine, but I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase them. And then we have products that I didn't like, they were flops, I wouldn't recommend or repurchase them. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the products that I really enjoyed. First, I have the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in the shade Soft Rose. You saw me work through this in my project pan. I absolutely love this gloss. It is one of my all-time favorites, not only the formula, but also the shade. Specifically, the shade Soft Rose is my perfect My Lips But Better shade. I have never found a more perfect color of any lip product, be it a gloss, a lipstick, anything like that, that actually spot on matches the color of my natural lips. And for that reason, it just looks so good on my lips. Like, it goes with everything. I love to pair this with like a slightly brownish nude lip liner, or just wear it on its own. It's like my perfect lip gloss. Honestly, if I could only own one lip gloss, it would probably be this one. Now that I've used it up, I haven't repurchased it yet because I do have quite a few lip glosses I want to work through, but I definitely plan on repurchasing this at some point in the future. Like, probably before the end of the year, I will purchase this again because it's just so good, and I love the formula of this as well. They call it a plumping gloss. It has a very slight kind of minty, cooling tingle. It's not painful whatsoever. It is definitely a very pigmented, opaque color, at least this color is, and it just makes my lips look so smooth. It does kind of like fill in the lines of my lips. It's a little plumping like any gloss would be. I don't feel like it actually like changes the size of my lips while I'm wearing it or anything like that, but it's just very comfortable. It's not overly sticky. It smells like mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's a lovely, lovely gloss. So I do miss that, and I really can't wait to get my hands on it again. Okay, I used up a tiny sample of I saved this just so that I would remember to tell you guys about it, but the LYS, what is it called? The Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I ended up getting 2 uses out of this, and this is the shade LN6. You saw me test this out for the first time in my like mini Sephora sale try-on video. I ended up getting a sample of this with my Sephora order, and I really, really liked this foundation. After the 2 uses, I absolutely have this on my wish list to purchase at some point. Not right away, because again, I have a lot of foundations that I want to use up first, but it has a beautiful kind of glowy skin-like finish, light to medium coverage, I would say. A little bit less coverage than like the Kosas Revealer foundation, but a very similar look and feel on the skin. I would say if you like the sound of the Kosas foundation, but you don't want to shell out the $40-something for it, I would recommend checking out the LYS one. Obviously, I only was able to use it twice, but I felt like the wear time was really good. It wore very gracefully on my skin. I definitely got a little bit shiny when I wore it, but I don't really mind that. I would say if you have super oily skin and you don't like for your makeup to get shiny throughout the day, you might not like this one, but I would say this is a great foundation to check out if you have like normal to dry skin. I loved it. It left a great impression on me, and I really can't wait to get my hands on the full size. But I'll link that testing new makeup video where I tested this out if you want to see it, how it goes on and everything. And honestly, I thought the shade LN6 would be too dark for me, but it actually, especially as I was going back and editing that video, it looked like a really good shade match, and it really matches like my neck and shoulders pretty well. So I think I would probably get the shade LN6. We used up 2 bar soaps from the Naughty Goat, the Clean Cotton and the Eucalyptus and Spearmint. They've sponsored me in the past, but these I bought myself. This video is not sponsored. I just really love their soaps. They're very creamy, very hydrating. If you have dry skin, I think they'd be a great one to check out. And they have a ton of fun scents. Both of these were amazing. Clean Cotton just smelled like very fresh, clean laundry, you know, like that clean laundry scent. And the Eucalyptus and Spearmint was a very nice, just clean, kind of energizing scent. So those are just like little wrappers that they came in, but obviously I can't show you the soaps because they are gone, but I love their soaps. Whenever I'm wanting to treat myself to like a nice scent and a really like luxurious experience, that's what I go for. Next, I always like to share like my oral care products. I don't share my toothpaste anymore just because it's the same one every time, the Hello Naturally Whitening Toothpaste, but I also like to share my floss empties with you guys. This is a really good floss. This is the Radius peppermint sponge floss. So I like that it comes in a paper packaging. That's like the main selling point for me. I got this on iHerb, but I also just liked this floss itself. It had a really nice minty, fresh feel to it. And they call it a sponge floss. It kind of comes out like literally looking spongy. And the first time I used it, I thought it felt almost like it was like frayed, but I think the key with it was to just like hold it taut, like really stretch it out. And that way you get a really nice, easy glide with it and it doesn't like get caught in your teeth or anything. So kind of a strange texture of floss, but the more I got used to it, the more I ended up really liking it because I felt like it really did kind of scrub the in between my teeth. So anyway, if you're looking for a good floss, I do recommend this one. Next, I have kind of my just middle of the road category. These are things I liked. I would recommend them to certain people depending on your preferences, but I'm probably not going to buy them again. So first up, I have a hairspray. This took me forever to go through, and I actually did really like this hairspray. It's just that I found one that I think I like a little bit better. So this is the Cake The Holdout Setting and Shaping, Make It Behaving, Style Memorizing, Touchable, Brushable, Totally to Die For, Flexi Hold Hairspray. Who wrote that entire title? Oh my goodness, that is a mouthful and a half. But anyway, basically it is a light hold hairspray, which is pretty much what I go for. My hair holds a curl fairly well, so I don't need like a super strong, like crunchy hold hairspray. I don't like the feeling of a very like stiff hairspray, so this was good for that. The Cake products, it's a Canadian brand, but they sell them in a lot of drugstores here in the States as well. All of their products smell like vanilla cake. I don't love that in like a shampoo and conditioner, but I actually did really like it in a hairspray form. I felt like it was a good hairspray scent. And I like this hairspray. I think if you like a very light hold hairspray, you would enjoy this, but now I'm using the Eva NYC Shapeshifter Flexible Hairspray. I just talked about this in a video that actually won't be up probably till next week, but this is the one that I've kind of replaced this one with. I just like it better. It actually comes with more product, which is crazy because this already lasted me a long time. This is probably going to last me like 3 years, especially at the rate that I seem to go through hairspray. But this one I feel like has a slightly better hold while still not feeling terribly crunchy in my hair. So this is probably the one I'd go for again. Also, I like the scent of the Eva NYC one just a little bit more. But if you're looking for a good drugstore light hold hairspray, I do recommend this one. If I ever were in need of a hairspray and this was on sale, or like I just needed a hairspray I knew I would like, I'd probably get this again. But it's not going to be my forever holy grail, you know? So anyway, that was probably way too long of an explanation, but okay. So next up I have the Billie Shave Cream. I did switch over to Billie razors a couple months ago. Not sponsored, they don't know who I am. I know a lot of people are sponsored by them, but I was just looking for a good like razor brand to try, and they seem like a pretty affordable one. So I really am liking their razors, and I ended up getting their shave cream too. So this I actually did end up accidentally repurchasing because I didn't realize I had subscribed to this like every 6 months or something, and I'd actually just bought a new like the Tree Hut shave oil. I kind of wish they would have sent me like a warning email like, hey, this is about to ship in case you want to change your order or anything, because I would have taken it out of my order. But anyway, they actually changed the packaging on it so it doesn't look like this anymore. It has like a different looking like flip top, but it's still a very similar bottle. Anyway, this was a fine shaving cream. Like I actually thought it was a really good like texture and formula and everything. But the main reason I wouldn't repurchase it, or at least wouldn't intentionally repurchase it, is because I just feel like the scent is kind of boring and it only comes in one scent. And I just really enjoy having like fun scents to choose from when it comes to shaving cream. That's just like a fun thing for me. So it just kind of has like a light citrusy scent that I don't find all that exciting. So that's the main reason why I wouldn't repurchase it. I know that's petty, but it's very creamy. It is kind of like, it comes out like a cream and it does lather up a little bit. Very moisturizing. So, you know, it is a good shaving cream. It's just not one that I would repurchase. Next, I have a little sample vial of the Penrose Sun Saint perfume. I liked this well enough to use it up, but this scent just really isn't for me. It's a very kind of beachy, coconutty sort of scent. To me, it's a little bit too reminiscent of like suntan lotion. And I'm also just not that big into coconut scents. Like I like them in like a lotion or something, but not in a fragrance, like a perfume sort of fragrance. So I enjoyed wearing this, but it just wasn't really quite my style. My favorites from Penrose, if you're wondering, are Pillow Talk Poet, Merrymaker, and Mystical Misfit. Those are my 3 faves, but this one was good, just not a favorite. All right, so next up we have the third category of products that I didn't really like, and I do have a good handful here. First up, let's talk about this cleansing balm. This is the Versed Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. I will say this grew on me. The longer I used it, the more I hated it less and less. So that's good, but it's still just not a favorite. Smells like, I don't even know. What does it smell like? Yeah, it has eucalyptus oil and clove oil. So yeah, it really does smell like a combination of eucalyptus and cloves, like kind of like Vicks Vapo Rub. I think I've heard this compared to before. Very strong, not a scent that I would personally choose for a cleansing balm, you know? It just a little much on the senses. So that was strike number one against it. One thing I did like about this was the texture. It has a nice soft texture. It's not going to be all chunky. Some cleansing balms won't fully dissolve with the warmth of your hands and you'll just be left with these like hard waxy chunks. This came out like soft enough but also not melty and runny or anything. A good texture, so that I will give it a thumbs up for. Still though, felt a little waxy on my skin and was just a little bit difficult to rinse off. I found that the best way was, and this is actually how they say to use it, massage a dime-sized amount onto dry skin, then wet fingertips and continue to massage. So before you start just splashing your face with water, go in with wet hands and just kind of massage it in and then start rinsing it away. That was my favorite way to use it, and I felt like I had the best chance of getting it all rinsed off doing it that way. So that's the key. If you ever have a cleansing balm that you feel like you're having a hard time rinsing off, try doing that first. And I actually, doing it that way, it took a while to get it all rinsed off, but eventually, like after I completely rinsed it, pretty much all my makeup was gone. And then of course I would go in with my second cleanse, which is my Paula's Choice Softening Cream Cleanser. So all in all, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't like it. So, and I wouldn't really recommend it. I think there are just better products out there. I would strongly recommend the Fourth Ray Beauty Cleansing Oil or the Paula's Choice Cleansing Balm. Next, I really want to try the Good Molecules Cleansing Balm. That's the next one I'm going to try once I use up some others. Here's a shampoo. This is the Acure Daily Workout Watermelon and Blood Orange shampoo. So it's funny, my boyfriend and I both used this and we started out really liking it and then we slowly started liking it less and less. I think both of us realized that this would kind of irritate our scalps and make our scalps a little bit flaky. And other than that, I did like the way that it made my hair look and feel, but I just prefer, I think we both prefer the Garnier Eau Delicacy shampoo. That is my favorite. I've raved about it for a long time. That one, I feel like keeps my scalp calm and non-irritated, and it makes my hair look and feel really soft and healthy and clean. So yeah, wouldn't repurchase this. Also, it's like double the price of the Garnier. It's still not expensive, it's like 10 bucks, but I just didn't like it as much as my favorite, which is much more affordable. So wouldn't buy that again. Next, I have the only product I've ever tried from Drunk Elephant. This is their F-Balm Electrolyte Water Facial. My friend actually decluttered this to me. I actually felt like this dried out my face. Like, my skin got incredibly dry after I used this, and I don't know if it was this or something else, but I think it was this. It's kind of like an overnight mask. It's meant to be really hydrating. This is the kind of thing I'll apply as like the last step of my nighttime skincare just to like seal everything in, but I felt like it did the opposite of hydrate. So I actually right now am really enjoying the Bliss Mighty Biome Ultra Hydrating Moisturizer Concentrate. This is so good. Also, big fan of the Paula's Choice Hydrating Treatment Mask from their Skin Recovery line. Both of those are much cheaper than this and much better in my opinion, so I ended up just using this up as a body lotion. Wasn't even that impressive as a body lotion, honestly. So I don't know, I know a lot of people love this, but I didn't feel like it did any favors for my skin. Finally, I have a cleaning product that I wouldn't recommend. This is the Aunt Fanny's Cleaning Vinegar Wipes in the bright lemon scent. I got these off of Grove, and I liked that these were like a biodegradable wipe. That's why I bought them, and I just hadn't tried much from this Aunt Fanny's brand. I think I have an Aunt Fanny, or had one. I don't know. Anyway, these wipes were so small, like tiny. They were like half the size of a tissue, like a regular tissue that you would use to blow your nose. These were like half that size. I don't understand, like, how is that useful to anyone? I guess it's something you could like keep in your car and just use for like really small cleanup things, or like maybe if you have like a little kid who wants to help out with cleaning around the house, it might be good because it's like a really mini wipe. But I just found them so uselessly small. I used them up, but I had to use like 4 of them at a time, so it just felt very wasteful. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend those. I really am liking the Method cleaning wipes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this slightly shorter empties. I feel like I still managed to talk quite a bit in this video. So the other night I was thinking, it's so weird that we do these empties videos here on YouTube, but I live for empties. Like anytime I see someone else post an empties video, I watch it right away. It could be a YouTuber I've never even heard of before, it like pops up on my recommendations. I will watch any empties video. I'm just really happy that there are people out there who enjoy watching these videos because I love filming them. So thank you for watching. If you want more empties fun, I have a whole playlist. I will leave that link down below, but if you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I upload 4 videos a week, so I'd love to see you back soon, and hopefully I'll talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye.